Tera and Eric Shaver, co-founders of Palmys, were looking for a chuggable alternative. Wow. Looking for a chuggable alternative to carbonated hard seltzers and kombuchas, so they bootstrapped their bubble dreams into reality by creating Palmys. Palmys is an all-natural spiked tea and lemonade. This fun brand is in over 20 retail locations across Central Oregon already. Let's hear more from Eric and Tera about where they're at and what they need. Eric and Tera, where are you? Okay, here they come. Come on up, you two.
We didn't do a trial run of that,
No,
so
we
I was
didn't.
just winging it.
Guys, I got this accessories this morning, and we have not done a trial run. Yes.
My manager's here. He wouldn't let me shotgun before work, so here we are. So
That was
anyway,
supposed to show how chuggable our beverage was, but instead it showed how much of a shit show we are.
how explosive it is.
So anyway,
I'm Eric Shaver,
I'm Tera Shaver.
and we are the co-founders of Palmys, the world's most chuggable drink. Now, you might be wondering, how does someone get inspired to start an alcohol brand? Is it a life-changing solo adventure across Europe?
Maybe an age-old family recipe that was handed down from my great-great-grandparents?
To put it simply, no. You might not guess that looking at me, but inspiration struck as I was sitting on my ass watching a movie. It all began watching the 2010 blockbuster hit, The Other Guys. For those who aren't familiar, there's a scene, you know what I'm talking about. There's a scene where the main characters are offered a tray of Arnold Palmer's, my family's favorite drink, referred to as Arnie Palmys. And that's the scene that inspired what we thought at the time was just a fake spiked tea and lemonade brand named Palmys.
So the year was 2020, and we all had a little bit of extra time to think creatively back then. So we were riffing off of each other with outlandish marketing ideas with this Palmys thing. And we realized that we actually had a pretty solid brand that people would gravitate to. So we started doing some market research, and all we saw was seltzer after seltzer, or sugary canned cocktail after sugary canned cocktail. And we thought to ourselves, why isn't there a happy medium? Why can't we have both? A beverage that's easy to drink and one that still cares about the ingredients that's in the can. And then most importantly, why is there so much damn carbonation?
So enter Palmys. It's a vibrant, delicious hard tea with 6% alcohol, which is a leg up on all those 4% weak-ass seltzers out there. And as you saw during our superb display of shotgunning, it's incredibly chuggable. Take our word for it, chug one later. I promise. So we only use real fruit juices and tea extracts, and we keep the sugar content super low. Our competitors like Twisted Tea, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, or have at least seen, or probably had a terrible hangover from at some point, they have upwards of 30 grams of sugar per can. Our flagship tea and lemonade, which we named Post Limon after one of our favorite musicians, it only has 9 grams of sugar. And so gone are the days of sugar headaches and bloaty burps. We're here to put an end to the lifeless, same old seltzer to offer beaches like you alcohol you can feel good about drinking.
So what experiences brought us to Palmys? I come from 11 years in the digital marketing and branding agent world. I started my own business in college. I was the first hire for a startup. I dabbled in a few other startups, ranging from the fitness industry to tech, and then made my way into bigger brands like the Hyatt. So I've had quite a range in my career in business, but one thing has remained constant, and that's my passion for bringing brands to life and connecting consumers with those brands.
So I come from a background of sales, a skill that's basically woven into my DNA. My dad's done it since I was a kid. For the past 8 years, I'm a bit of a showman, in case you haven't noticed. Shocking, I know. For the past 8 years, I've been in product sales for a luxury RV company in town, and I've been personally responsible for $42 million in sales. So we've done a lot of business. I'm passionate about learning every facet of every industry that and product that I'm helping get to a customer. So that's what I really care about a lot.
All right, Eric, enough talking about you. Let's talk about our people.
So our main target audience is Gen Z and millennials. Woo, thank you. Participation trophy to you. So they're looking for more than just an alcoholic beverage, but an experience that they can connect with and share. According to surveys, the top 2 reasons why these segments choose to drink is to help them relax and have a good time. They need a brand that sets the energy and matches the vibe.
We got that.
We got that. Palmys packaging is intentionally branded to bring the party, where competing brands like White Claw or Truly opt for more minimalist, like white space dominant designs. Our can brings a larger than life Miami Vice energy and bright colors, hilarious flavor names, and everyone's favorite mullet sporting icon, Flamingo. So if you haven't seen a can, check it out. Not only does our branding stand out on store shelves, though, but it purposefully looks good on camera, just like my wife. Statistics show that our audiences find...
Wow.
I'm winging it. This isn't even on the paper.
That wasn't even on it. Thanks.
All right. So statistics show that our audiences find new beverages largely because of ads and social media. There's a huge percentage of people finding their new go-to drink purely because it looks good in a photo or a video. They set a tone. And in a very saturated beverage industry, that's something that we knew we had to get right. That was the most important thing for us. So I might be super biased, but I do think we nailed it.
I think so too. So our audience is also super health conscious, and they value the transparency in the brands that they consume. So shoppers reported that the most important factors in their buying decision were the calorie count in the beverage and then the amount of sugar that's in the beverage. People are valuing the quality of the ingredients that they're consuming, and most importantly, they want to feel good while they're drinking, but even more so after they're done drinking. I'm sure we've all had those kind of nights. If I just mentioned Fireball, some of you are gonna kind of start feeling a sort of way. So speaking of alcohol, our base is a fermented sugar water. Our brew team has charcoal filtered the crap out of it, so it is super, super clear. That mixed with the minimal sugar that is in our beverage makes for a very mild or even no hangover, which is generally what we're all going for. Am I right?
It's been scientifically tested.
Yeah, so scientifically tested. Additionally, in an effort to be authentic as possible, everything that is inside of our can, we put on the outside of our can. The FDA does not require all of the nutritional information that we state on our can, but our consumers also don't want to have to go digging for that. Being open and honesty is what builds the trust between our brand and our consumers, and that trust and honesty is something that we really, really value as a company.
So Tera and I have bootstrapped this business from the very beginning. We've put our entire net worth plus more into it. So we've done everything we possibly can. When we started, we knew that it was extremely important to watch every single dollar. That was going to be huge for us as a small business owners, and it's been very important to track everything and be very, very tight with everything we do. Because of this, buying a warehouse equipment, learning how to brew, that was not really on the table. So we had to get creative, and Tera contacted nearly every brewery in town, which there's about 4 billion.
There's a lot.
And we ended up finally partnering with Silver Moon, and they're just incredible. They saw our vision, and they had the space and means to work with us, and they answered all of our dumb questions, like how much is in a barrel, and like how many cans are in a case, which we had no idea at the very beginning. So we've learned a lot, and they've taught us almost all of it. And as our valuable co-packing partner, we enlisted their talented brew team to custom brew our base for us, and they've just been incredible to manufacture the recipes, warehouse our product in cold storage, and do everything. They've been amazing. So with all of that, you're probably wondering, how well has the Flamingo flown?
Well, let me answer that question, Eric. In the first 11 months of our business, we're not even around for a whole year yet, we've grown from 0 to nearly 30 accounts now. And this is across Central Oregon, and I've even created some accounts over the other side of the mountains in Portland, Salem, and Eugene as well. Through word of mouth, social media, guerrilla marketing tactics, we've brought in nearly $30,000 in revenue with margins at the wholesale level of 27%. We've produced 90 barrels, that's almost 30,000 cans of Post Limon, and we've done nearly 50 sampling events, and inevitably, the stock is just gonna go flying off the shelves every time I do one of those events. You beaches love our alcohol.
It does. So in the next year, we plan on offering a variety pack with 4 different flavors. We're actually taking a huge step towards that coming up really soon, and you guys are going to be the first to hear about it. In 2 weeks from today, we'll be adding the second flavor to the lineup. It's going to be a raspberry green tea, aptly named Raz Daddy. So it's going to knock your socks off, so take a look for it in mid-June. It's pretty amazing. And so with additional flavors in the mix, we are actually projecting to sell 200 barrels of product in the next 12 to 15 months, which will double our revenue.
Yep, and so we typically sell in 4-packs, and their price range anywhere from $11.99 to $14.99, depending on the retailer. And this tends to sit right below or right at the price point for similar small alternative alcohol brands like Kyla Hard Kombucha or Two Town Cider. And in order to save on our bottom line, we've chosen to self-distribute instead of go through a third party. So that means that I've hand-grown each and every single one of these accounts. I've hand-delivered every can to every single store to drive those sales.
And I've hand-tested all of them.
Yes.
They're great.
They are fantastic. And we plan to double our in-state accounts to 60 retail partners in the next year with the goal of getting into some bigger shelf space with some bigger name brand chains. And additionally, by the end of 2024, we're aiming to begin selling out of state in Southern California and Arizona as well, both warm weather markets that will support a beverage like Palmys.
So the ready-to-drink market, which is what we're in, is projected to hit roughly $141 billion by 2029. So if you're doing the math, with demand like that, even if Palmys only has 1% of it, we're going to have a billion-dollar company. So a lot of opportunity for growth here.
Mama wants a yacht.
You're all invited. So we're stoked. I mean, we're prepared to ride that wave, take it all the way to the top. We believe in the product. With that being said, we're still super early on in our journey, and we have needs that range wider than my golf score on any given Sunday.
I wrote that line.
She wrote that. I shot a 64 in the front nine the other day. So I'm just saying. Kind of a big deal. So we're looking for retail partners. If anyone doesn't golf, that's terrible. So we're looking for retail partners that believe in Palmys and want to be on the cutting edge of this incredible business and opportunity that we believe in. We're also looking for connections into larger retail locations, so things like Winco, Fred Meyer, Safeway, all the big names. So any connections we can make there would be awesome.
Yeah, we've learned a lot over the past 3 years, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, we've probably spent more. So Eric and I are also looking for the means to help accelerate our growth. We'd love to connect with any financial partners just to try and find the right fit for us. And we're also super eager to find a trusted business mentor that's been through this, that believes in Palmys and what we're doing, and kind of help us navigate through these early stages of business. So with that being said, you guys, we are inviting you to be a part of the journey, to share in the success of Palmys, and to help us bring our fun, vibrant cans to every river float, every backyard barbecue, and every rooftop party. Hey, these nuts.
Gather Nuts Palmy Edition.
You guys, we're not just selling a beverage, we're selling an experience. It's a memory, and it's something that resonates with consumers deeper than just their taste buds.
And I got to say, I think I speak for both of us when I say it's so fun to hear all you guys laughing and being interactive. Like, this is what we want. This is what the brand's about. The brand's about community. It's about having fun with your friends. It's about just more than just a drink, you know? And I feel like we've lost that a little bit, so we're here to bring it back. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put an end to the era of bland drinking, and let's drink up, beaches.
Anybody have a towel?
Did anybody bring a beach towel? You guys, I'm so proud of you. I remember the first pub talk that you came to at Silver Moon, and you're like, look, it's in a can, and it just has like really blossomed since then. Where did you get these outfits?
I'm gonna shout out to Shinesty if you wanna represent us. Shinesty.com.
Shinesty.com. I mean, they're really impressive. I don't ever want to see you without these outfits, really. They're just
I'll sleep in them.
Fantastic.
I could use an undershirt. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got many different looks
nice.
with this that available to you. Okay, we're
on.
going there. We're going there. Okay, she cut it down. Wow, this is a good time. Okay, so what has been the biggest surprise throughout this journey? Because I know this is the first endeavor like this that you have undertaken. So what was the thing that you could not have been prepared for?
Man, that's a tough one because there's so many new things that we learned. I think the biggest one is the red tape, like the legality of producing and distributing. I mean, there's so many fine-tuned little details that you have to have just right. So that was a really big learning process, and it took longer to learn that than it did to produce the product. So.
And have you been able to connect with Cultivate Bend?
Oh, yes, we are members.
Okay, very good.
We
Just
love
needed to
Cultivate
make
Bend.
sure. Okay, questions from the crowd? Yes. Where can she get it?
Ah, yes. Okay, so we're in most of the liquor stores in town. You can also find us at Food for Less, Newport Market, 3rd Street Beverage.
Excellent, excellent. Are you at the Bendite Market?
Not yet. I would
Do you
like
mean
to,
Central
though.
Oregon Locavore, or what are you talking about? What's the Bendite Market? Oh, little
with
market
open
in the
space,
Hickson.
right?
I was just there yesterday. Okay, thank you. Hot tip from row 2. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, in the back. You mentioned you want to do 4 flavors. You've told us 2. Can you share any of the other flavors?
We can share one of them.
Okay.
Okay, we can share 2.
Okay, all right,
Okay,
we're
we'll
gonna
share 2.
Okay.
You share that one, I'll share mine.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the next ones is going to be a strawberry coconut, also probably with a green tea base. And it's going to be named Strokenut.
Yeah. And then the second flavor that we're really, really close to having done is a blueberry mojito with a green tea base, and we're calling that one Big Bloobs. You heard
I like
here
it.
first.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Have you explored a THC or CBD extract in your beverages?
We haven't, because we were just trying to make it through the hurdle of the OLCC.
Yeah.
I mean, Bend is probably the perfect place to do that,
Yeah.
but that's a whole nother legal battle in itself. But who knows? I mean, with 141 billion, I mean,
If
you
you
know,
guys
Yeah.
keep
we can
buying
capture a
our
little bit more of that
beverage,
market. You know what I mean?
Maybe someday. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, any other questions? I think we can take one more question. Yes. Oh boy. How much are you asking
can't
for
say.
in your fundraise?
We can't say, can we?
So
you can.
legally,
They
we're not
say-
allowed to talk about
Okay.
that,
But we can talk to you after.
but we're definitely interested in any help.
So it's like more than $100.
I'll take $100.
$100 sounds great right now. I'll tell you.
She would also take $100,
hungry.
which I
can
can
pay off this
appreciate.
jacket.
Yeah, okay. Well, you guys, this is so awesome, and you obviously have a captive audience and a great product, so we're totally rooting for you, and I can't wait till you come back and you give us an update and you're like throwing real bills.
That's
Spilling
You're
less
just like
Palmys.
making it rain.
We're gonna get the shotgun thing.
Yeah,
down
practice the
for-
shotgunning. Practice
Yeah,
the
it'll be way
shotgunning
better,
if
I
you
promise.
could. Yeah. And bring beach towels. Yeah.
I'm so
You
sorry.
guys, thanks so much. This is awesome. You're so fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just worry about it after. Yeah, keep it going for Eric and Tera. Here comes the cleanup crew.